Definitely a key adjustment that Petron needs to do, especially on the defensive side. We all know the ability and the talent of a Lindsay Stalzer to take over, especially during the latter part of the game when you need a very reliable scoring option. But in the last few games, itong Foton, they haven't been relying just on Stalzer. She has been, of course, still the focal point. When you need points in bunches, you still go to Lindsay Stalzer. As the hard-hitting spiker from Illinois continues to deliver. But like what we mentioned, Denise, ang secret dito sa winning streak ng Foton Tornadoes 5 games has been the ball distribution. Itong Foton Tornadoes, Katie Messing has been upping her scoring. Jaja Santiago in certain games has led the way even. And Kayla Williams continues to contribute solidly para dito sa koponan na ito.
Well, again, if they can do what they did in those winning streak, talagang mas makakabawi sila here in this set. So hopefully they can do that or show us.
A short angled serve. Santiago through the block. Pero buhay pa rin ang bola. Excellent defense for Petron. Combination for Lindsay. Couldn't score. Back set. Hupia Inc. And that one straight down. An authoritative first point para kay Hupia Inc. Erica Adachi is back at the service line. Another combination, this time for Kayla, but denied up top. Solid net defense.
Yeah, that was a single block from Molina. Maganda yung pagkakabasa niya dun sa play ito ni Ivy Perez.
2-0 lead. They got 2-1 dahil dun sa service error ni Erica Adachi. You know, while Hupia Inc. was being interviewed, she was talking about her friendship with Erica Adachi. You know how you know pag friend ka na ni Erica Adachi.
How?
Pag tinatawag ka na niyang Bax or Chaka.
Yeah, Chaka.
Hi, Chaka.
Hi, Chaka.
Diba? When you see her, when you come across her. Well, she calls me Kuya.
Hi, patay.
So, Kuya zone agad.
Yeah. What about Hupia Inc.?
Well, Hupia is very warm.
Hupia Inc., I'd like to tell you, James Velasquez is also single.
To call me Kuya again.
No.
To call me something else. 3-1 lead para sa Petron. Lindsay Stalzer cross-scored.
And Lindsay Stalzer not only finding the gap between the blockers of Petron, also finding that open area at the back. Let's look at it again.
Stalzer rises, spikes, and surprises. Service error will not help their cause. Yun yung parang Jekyll and Hyde side nitong Foton. There are times when they execute flawlessly, when everything really goes well for them. Tulad ng nakita natin sa kanilang 5-game winning streak. Pero minsan parang diesel din itong team na to. Takes time for them to really get into the groove. But talking about a groove, Lindsay Stalzer looking to settle in and take over.
Well, of course, you'd always want to feed Lindsay Stalzer, katulad na ginawa ni Ivy Perez dito. Just knowing that she can get that over the blockers of Petron.
Stalzer will be at the back this time, but another service error. Pagkasunod kanina si Kayla Williams again si Lindsay Stalzer.
At ito yung sayang sa Foton eh. They get the point convincingly, and they just hand it back to Petron. So, hindi lang yung puntos eh, yung momentum binabalik mo kagad dun sa kalaban.
2 puntos kalamangan ng Petron, 5 serving 3. Perez to the other side. Oh, but that one hit the antenna.
Yeah, overset from Perez.
Petron, or rather Foton needs that spark this time. Can be trading points with a team tulad nito Petron Blaze. Araneta had to adjust. But hey, that one works.
Yeah, lucky break for Foton. Napakababa nung set ni Perez dito kay Araneta. And I'm just surprised that Petron wasn't able to handle it.
4 serving 6 here in set number 2. Maraño handles it. Adachi to Dakis. Power hit, no finish. Perez to Jaja. And that one is good.
A good adjustment from Jaja Santiago. Reading the defense very well. Tignan mo, pagpasok niya, she had 3 blockers, and with 3 blockers, automatic, mas malaki yung butas dun sa depensa sa likod. So, great job from Jaja Santiago.
Maraño winds it up. But Stalzer was there. Pagkakataon para sa Petron. Maraño running attack. Denied by Messi. Reyes second touch. Back is the spike. Perez with a one-handed set for Jaja.
Jaja Santiago again, just finding that open area. It doesn't have to be hard, doesn't have to be quick. You just have to get that ball where no player is.
Take a look at it once again. Good dive by Messing. Dinedebate pa ni Coach George na baka daw may violation dun sa...
parang lifting yung pagkakaangat ni Perez.
6-all tayo dito sa set number 2. Rachel again.
That was a solid hit from Rachel Dakis.
Dakis didn't want to leave any doubt on that finish. That sends Abby Maraño to the service line. Jaja again, just getting way up there.
Yeah, that was a good play. And credit that point to Ivy Perez. Even though that reception was not the prettiest, hinabol niya dun sa kamay ni Jaja Santiago.
Messing to serve. Which team will go to the first technical timeout here with the lead? Rachel Dakis, the attack. Oh, it's good, says the first referee.
It's
They
clear.
say it's in. And Coach Villet Ponce de Leon does not agree with that one as we head into the first technical timeout. Petron with a 1-point lead.
Non-stop volleyball action dito sa 2015 Philippine SuperLiga Grand Prix live sa De La Salle, Lipa, Batangas. James and Denise, sa unang araw pa nga lang na pagdating ni Jaja Santiago sa Foton Tornadoes, nalaman na agad ni Lindsay Stalzer na si Jaja ang maaaring maging next best volleyball player dito sa Pilipinas. Everyday daw sa training, puro positive reinforcement ang ginagawa ni Lindsay para mas ma-encourage daw si Jaja. And Lindsay make sure na bawat tanong ni Jaja sa game masasagot daw niya para mas makatulong pa daw kay Jaja. The open arms naman na tinatanggap ni Jaja. Ika nga ng superstar import na si Lindsay Stalzer, I just saw something in her. She has raw talent, good work ethics, and good attitude. I hope that even in the future when I come back here in the Philippines, her character would stay the same. Balik sa inyo.
Yun ang napakaganda nung connection ni Stalzer and ni Santiago. Of course, for Lindsay Stalzer, not just leading Foton.
Oh, but look at that. Right on cue.
Yeah.
Jaja Santiago with a facial.
Well, that was a very good hit. Let's see that again.
The
Maganda
lightning
yung
set.
timing and the back quick.
And a thunder finish for Jaja Santiago. And right on cue, yun kasi sabi ni Lindsay Stalzer, you have a teammate, you have a player who's 6'5", who's athletic, and who has obviously the volleyball genes in her family.
But you know what? What I like about that report from Mitch is that Jaja Santiago keeps on asking what she needs to improve on, because as if you have a teammate like that, it's a good sign. Gusto nila mag-improve, gusto nila matuto, at that is a sign of a very promising athlete.
2-point lead for Petron. Jen Reyes has been doing a good job reading kung sa papunta yung mga atake. Ito si Lindsay Stalzer, and if she can keep it up, her teammates can put the hammer down. 11-8 lead now para sa Petron Blaze. Perez for Kayla Williams, trying to go long. Is it a check ball?
Yeah, they're asking for a touch
But none given.
because the linesman was actually signaling a touch.
Oh, there we go. As the old adage goes, pag may katwiran ka,
Paglaban mo.
9 serving 11 here in set number 2. Jaja Santiago on deck. Those errors have to be lessened for Foton. Hupia ink off the combination.
Well, it's so hard to lessen those errors, especially on their defense kung ganyan kaganda yung ipinapakita ni Hupia Inc. Let's look at it again. Perfect approach, perfect time, and a very explosive jump and hit from Hupia Inc.
Captain Micah Morada unfortunately commits a service error. This is something that Foton has to capitalize on.
Well, truly, dahil alam naman natin dun sa first set, mas madami yung kanilang unforced errors. And when Petron is doing the same thing here, kailangan mas pumukpok pa sila.
Back set for Hupia Inc. Denied up top by Messer.
So this time, ito naman si Messing ang may magandang timing sa net.
Cess Molina denied.
Wow! And that's why Angeli Reneta is there inside.
Good read, the double block up, and ball goes down. Kayla Williams to serve, all tied up, 12 points apiece. Hupia with some power on that shot. The ball slowed down. Pagkakataon ulit para sa Petron Blaze. Hupia ulit. That one doesn't work for Lindsay.
And that's what Coach Villette has been telling her team kanina pa sa first set. You have to cover your attack, or you have to cover your teammates. Kailangan may suporta sa likod lagi, whether you're attacking or you're defending. Hindi pwedeng iaasa mo lahat dun sa mga players who's at the net.
1 point lead for Petron. Hupia serves. She has been attacking and scoring proficiently here in our game. Serves up Lindsay Stalzer. Off the combination, ball straight down.
It doesn't matter if they keep on serving Lindsay Stalzer, she will still ask for that ball.
So nice, you gotta see it twice. Ivy Perez, a lightning set and a thunder finish for Lindsay Stalzer. Set number 2 shaping out to be much like set number 1. Dikit at dikdikan. Oh, Abby Maraño takes the point back.
Well, that was a good play. Alam mo si Abby Maraño, whenever she's in front, she would normally get those running attacks. But in this one, Adachi and Maraño decided to mix it up. They went for that quick attack, and no one was there to defend it on the net and on the floor.
You want energy? You dial number 2. Well, both teams having their share of errors from the service line. Angeli Reneta to serve. Again, another one for Foton. That's 3 or 4 by my count unofficially dito sa ating second set.
And the thing is, again, binabalik mo yung momentum dito sa side ng Petron. You're down by a set. You cannot afford to do that.
Strong service para kay Abby Maraño. Perez to Messing and puts it down.
Yeah, but there was a net violation called on Katie Messing.
Well, because the net is live.
Let's look at it again. Sayang kasi iwan na. Gumalaw yung net eh, so it's clear she touched the net.
So Stalzer is asking for clarification. The point will stay dahil nga, based from the vantage point of the first referee, the net moved after that, yung parang doon sa follow through ng atake. And technical timeout, Petron plays with the lead, 16-14.
Ako, I've noticed Foton lacking that energy, lacking a leader inside a court. You know, even though we saw Stalzer and Messing and even Santiago scoring and with those powerful hits, iba pa din yung leadership na iaangat mo yung teammates mo. And with the lack of leader inside the court, of course, yung energy mawawala din. And without the energy, syempre madadamay dyan yung communication, madadamay dyan yung magkakamali sila. They become too stiff and it's all just a chain reaction that's happening inside the Foton side.
Patty Jane Orendain replacing Kayla Tiangco Williams. Ito yung hugot niya sa second set. Jaja Santiago. Good score. A little too long on that outside attack.
Wrong timing on that set.
At yung lamang na Petron lumalago ngayon, up by 4, 18 serving 14. They are already up by a set in this very crucial matchup to determine placing in the standings, sending into the playoffs. Katie Messing with a hammer.
Good job going for that cross-court hit. Again, just finding that open area. Wala naman talaga nakabantay doon.
Adachi creates. Dakis rises but couldn't score. Patty Jane Orendain, instant impact!
Well, the ever-reliable Patty rin din. Sipin mo, kakapasok pa lang nito. Pero again, she's a player who doesn't choose her sets.
University of St. LaSalle, Miss Reliable, Patty Jane Orendain scores off the block. Morada, Kinaposimbuelo. Pagkakataon para sa Foton. And Jaja Santiago puts the ball away.
Great adjustment from Jaja Santiago. Medyo malayo yung bola sa net but she was still able to adjust yung kanyang arm and yung kanyang wrist.
Rachel Takis block. Petron will score.
Another net violation committed by Foton. And again, it's those unforced errors.
That are magnified at this juncture.
Yes, lalo na kapag ganito na kalapit sa end ng match, hindi na pwede yung mga ganun na petty net violation, service errors.
Alaka, ayan na si ate. Nagbabalik na si Tintin Santiago Manabat para sa Petron Blaze. That just speaks of the depth of this Petron squad. Wala nga yung kanilang leading scorer na si Tintin Manabat pero able to compete at a high level. As Jaja is blocked. And Petron will score.
And you know what? That could have still been alive for Foton. But again, there was a lack of focus. Makikita mo dito, Adachi, that was blocked. Adachi will attack. That ball is still alive, pero wala, no focus, no communication, at binalik lang ulit yung puntos dito sa Petron.
Even serving up a facial para kay Lindsay Stalzer as we listen in.
Kailangan meron tayo, mas aggressive na tayo yun dyan. Wala na si Morada. Mag-iikot yan, ha? Watch ka lang doon. Kailangan mo lang ano. Lindsay, you have to stay on the base, ha? Huwag kayong pumasok dito. Mamipestakan talaga kayo, eh. Just 3 points.
Right, let's play these points now like it's 20
Go!
We cannot wait till the end to push. Let's go.
Let's go! Hey!
Relax na tayo. Foton!
And again, talking about the lack of energy kanina, Coach Philip, isa lang hinihingi. For them to be more aggressive. Yun ang kailangan nila to get that last push. For them to be able to catch up and eventually try and win the second set.
You know, I've listened into many huddles of Foton and that's the most vocal that I've heard. Ito si Katie Messing. A 3-point lead para sa Petron Blaze, 20 serving 17. Up front, they have Erica Adachi, Dindin Santiago Manabat, and Hupia Inc., a very strong front line, if I may say. Pati Orendain couldn't get that one to go. Manabat adjusts. Messing keeps it alive. Orendain had to adjust, went long. Hupia Inc. this time. No, blocked away.
Great job for Jaja Santiago.
And the block party could be just what the doctor ordered. Jaja Santiago against Hupia Inc. with a message. Meet me at the top and don't be late. Two-point ball game. Make that a three-point ball game.
And see, this is what happens to Foton. Ito yung sakit nila eh. They'd get a point, they'd get it convincingly. Ang ganda na sana ng energy, but they're gonna just give it back to their opponent. So nasasayang, nababalik yung momentum.
Stalzer, lefty shot. Another violation.
Yes, another net violation now called on Lindsay Stalzer.
They are competing, Denise. Dikit naman eh, 18 to 22 yung score. Pero meron lang mga maliliit na errors tulad
Yes.
noon na talaga nagbibigay ng bentahe para di sa Petron Plays.
Well, the thing is, they have to do something about it, and they have to do something about it now dahil, again, katulad ng sabi ni Katie Messing, we can't wait until it's over. I mean, yung dulo, bakit mo pa hihintayin na mahirapan pa tayo?
And you cannot commit a lot of errors against the defending Grand Prix champions tulad ng Petron Plays. As Jaja Santiago scores on that one. Could be her time to be the takeover lady for Foton. Serves up an ace.
Well, they need those kinds of service. At least try and attack. Ito si Jaja Santiago, nasa likod siya. At least try to attack from the service line.
Back to a 2-point ball game. 20 serving 22. Jaja sends it to Jen Reyes. One-handed set. Ball still in play. Orindayan will try. Hupe. Denied. Adachi creating for Tintin Manabat. What an effort for Petron Plays. A chance for Foton while Petron is scrambling. Stalzer, but Reyes with a great save. Ink a little under the ball. Perez to Lindsay. She puts it away.
And you know what? It was a total team effort for Foton. Kahit nga itong si Lindsay Stalzer, ginamit yung blockers ng Petron. Again, we have to credit the great floor defense that Foton had in that last rally.
And Lindsay Stalzer kanina pa siguro na naiinis sa depensa ni Jen Reyes. Finally, he put the ball away against Dig Anything Reyes. Let's listen in.
Magpas muna tayo. Magpas muna tayo. Para ma-exert natin ang play. Brad, ganito. Rupya. Rupya, 3.
Coach, nandito ako. Says.
Ay, Rupya here. Open. So you run. Ano ka na? 3 ka na. 3. Ha? Wala. Pag wala, denied ang play. So, stay ka na rito. You stay here, ha? Then yung 3, baka bilhin ko yun.
So Coach George just wants a little variation on the plays.
And we will hear it courtside from Mitch Del Carmen.
James and Denise, kitang-kita talaga na naiinitan na nga yung mga players natin, especially yung mga imports. And although sanay sila sa nagtitraining na walang aircon, usually sa gabi yun, hindi raw sanay, especially yung mga imports na tanghaling tapat tapos walang aircon. Mga Petron nga and Foton ngayon, pareho nilang ginagawa, nilalagay ng compress, ng PT nila with ice, at syempre constant water para mas ma-hydrate sila at hindi mag-iba yung mga laro. Balik sa inyo.
It's very important to keep your main guns blazing. Well, right now they need some cooling down because of the heat. To get their body temperature right, to get their bodies right, compete to this high-level game. Manabat off their running attack and they execute kung ano yung hiningi ni Coach George Pasqua.
Well, again, of course, you have to also, kahit ikaw yung nasa loob ng court at sarili mong discard, minsan yung coach mo, nakikita niya what works best for you guys. So, Petron just executing very well.
They are within 2 points of taking a 2-0 lead. Combination play for Stalzer. Manabat with a dig. Oh! That ball will never be the same.
And Lindsay Stalzer, tumatanggap na kaagad na regalo at this early time. Let's look at it again.
Going up high. Oh, Stalzer, have mercy on that volleyball. Back to a 1-point game, 22 serving 23. Maraño close to the net. And manages to score anyway. That sends us into set point. Dito sa set number 2. Momentum freezing timeout hopefully for Coach Villet Ponce de Leon.
If there's a ball passing us and it's a false ball, let's take it. Anybody can take that second ball because we're just saving it, okay? We have to be aggressive with the ball now, okay? Their last one. And we have to receive 1, 2, 3,
Well, we'll still go back to that aggressiveness na hinihingi ni Coach Villet. And again, katulad na sabi niya, bakit yung tititigan yung second ball? Just try to save that ball. Maiangat lang imbes na titigan nyo at bumagsak lang sa floor.
During that huddle also, both teams, nakikita natin, ina-ice nga.
Yes.
The other side, sina Dindin Manabat, sina Hupie Inc. We have seen that, not just in volleyball, but in different sports as well. Basketball nga, pag masyadong crowded yung stadium, may oxygen tank pa yung
Yes,
players. Talaga po yan. Story of the game right now, a 2-point lead, set point for Petron Blaze, 24 to serve 22. Hupie Inc. on deck. Katie Messing cross court and sends that one to the first row.
You know what? When Messing gets those kinds of sets, yung hindi masyadong dikit sa net, hindi masyadong mababa, she will really kill that ball at talagang mahihirapan niya itong Petron.
Stalzer and Perez will be replaced by Jeannie De Los Reyes from Central Philippines University at si May Makatuno from Adamson University, who is now on deck to serve. Rachel Takis. And finally puts the ball away. And Petron Blaze taking a 2-0 lead in this very crucial matchup heading into the final few games of the second round of eliminations. Will Petron Blaze close it out in the next set? Will Foton fight to survive? Magkakaalaman, magkakasubukan sa aming pagbabalik.